What's up, Renegade Nation? Before we begin the video, I'd like to give a big shout out to our most recent Patreon supporters: Ultralink, King of Nightmares, Colton, Justin Reitzman, Juan Garcia, Firelight FS, Mike Camp, Cregan, Robert Hagen, Eric Sneed, The Martin, Hassan Rao, Janier, Crad Veron, Agam Boulder, Bubba Monocle, Gino, Caracas, Evil Twin 01, Lifesguard, and Ross Lingard. Thank you all very much for your support, and if you want to support us on Patreon, feel free to click the link below to find out more. We'll see you there. Y'all know those nightmarish group projects that, you know, you're forced to complete? Much like that set building we were doing earlier today, eh, Micah?
I mean, I just mostly stand around letting y'all do your thing. I mean, it's your show.
I have a conspiracy theory, so to speak, about group projects.
What's that?
They are supposedly supposed to be to train you to work in a group.
Yes.
Teamwork and, to an extent, leadership. I really think they're actually a thing to just see who is willing to pick up slack when others don't fucking want to do anything and who is not.
Yeah, it shows who is more, like, who has higher aptitude and who is more lackadaisical.
Because almost every group project I've been in, almost everyone I've talked to about group projects, Jaiden story that you're about to hear, there's always a person who doesn't contribute shit, and so it leaves more work on everyone else for that project.
Yeah.
And I think it's literally teachers just trying to see who's willing, like, whoever is willing to do this is going to get a better grade, but who is willing to pick up, like, a insurmountable amount of work whenever other people won't help them. Because they've got to know that anytime they assign a thing like this, there's going to be somebody who doesn't pull their fucking weight. And for that reason, I hate group projects, and I think they're bullshit, but I think they're done for a different reason than what teachers like to sell it.
It's a social experiment.
It pretty much, it seems that way. There's one, I will say this, it was in high school. I didn't mind doing the extra work for somebody, but at the same time, after it was over, I realized that person got an A because of me. That person...
That's the annoying thing, too, is they'll literally find out that, like, the other people are not willing to put forth that work and still give them a passing grade because the other people put work for them.
It was a four-person group. It was me, two girls, and a guy I knew he really good guitarist. I'll just say his nickname, Tuggy, which, he was pretty cool, but... Tuggy had no interest in doing this group project.
It's also almost as if they actually put value on being manipulative enough to be able to get people to do work for you so you don't have to.
Well, the thing is, I didn't mind doing this because it was about a movie. You had to do certain things, like where would you put certain scenes of a movie of like an adaptation or something like that. And Tuggy was just like, I don't give a shit, man. I just don't care. And I'm just like, all right, screw it. This is his assignment. I'll just write out a quick thing for it, and if he wants to, he can complete it. And I wound up writing the whole damn thing because I had fun writing it. And then after it was over, I handed it to Tuggy, and he's just like, oh, okay. All right. Okay. And then we go into the class, and he turns his part in. He gets an A, like that. Like got a 97, I think. And I'm just like, okay. Well, there you go. I guess it just goes to show you. I mean, maybe this is, a learning experience or something like that. No, he still doesn't do anything. He still works the exact same dead-end job he worked ever since he was 19 and has no aspirations to do anything else. And expects everyone else to do the work for him. But hey, I guess it's a lesson in life we all got to learn. There's people out there like that, and it's not good for them to drag you down. It's never good for them to do that.
If I ever go back to college, though, and I get assigned a group project, I'm totally taking the route of being like, all right, I'm going to assign this stuff out right now. If anybody has any input on it, let's figure it out together. So we'll figure out who's going to do what part before we leave class. Then we'll do our part. And then I'm going to do my part, and only my part. I'm not going to check in on the rest of them. And when we come up to the day of the thing, if there's a person who hasn't done their part, I will explain to my professor and be like, we distributed it out this way, so here's my part. The rest of it's on them. Like, you know, I'll throw them under the bus. Like, if we all get a lower grade because they didn't do work, I'd rather they get a lower grade alongside me than get an A for me doing all the fucking work.
And that's fair.
So.
That, if you ask me, that's very fair. But, well, Jaiden apparently had a horrible nightmare group project.
Yeah, disclaimer, I've already seen this. I just recommended it to Nate and Micah.
So, this is our first time seeing this, so let's have a look-see. This is Jaiden Animations.
Alright, yeah, I know I just made a video about school stuff like a couple weeks ago, but you know what? I just gotta vent a little here, okay? You'll understand in a bit. For my graphic design history lecture, we had to make a 3 to 4 minute video summarizing every chapter we covered during the semester. And the horrible twist was, it was a group project. Now, the thing about a college lecture is that you don't know anyone. You come in, sit down wherever you want, listen to the professor talk for like an hour and a half, and then you leave. Maybe one time you'll forget a pencil and have to ask the person sitting in front of you for one, and then you forget to give it back and now you have some random stranger's pencil. But they don't care. No one cares. Welcome to college. When the professor dropped it on us that it was a group project, everyone was like, oh god, freaking, now I gotta pretend like I know these hockey pucks. Basically, everyone just turned around to the closest person around them and was like, you want to be in a group? Okay. I ended up with these 2 other girls, and because I don't want to say their real names, I just googled most annoying girl names, and Google gave me Renisme and Bloodrain. Anyone out there named Renisme and Bloodrain, I'm sorry, I'm sure you're a wonderful person, but Google has spoken, so. So now I've got Renisme and Bloodrain here in a group with me. The project was
just
assigned
call her
to us,
Renee and
April,
Rain.
So we had about a month to get it done. We wrote down our contact info and went on with our day. I was pretty swamped with work at the time, so I wasn't too concerned with getting started right away. 2 weeks passed, and no one was saying anything. At this point, I decided to take initiative and make a group text. Hey guys, it's Jaiden from Design History. We should probably start thinking about the project soon. When are you all free? I didn't get a response, but you know what? It's fine. I'm sure they've got their own stuff to do. I won't judge. It's not a big deal. Another week goes by, and I still haven't heard anything. Alright, time to get serious. We've got a week to do this now, and we've got nothing. We've got one text in a group chat saying that we should start thinking about the project that no one's answered. That's what we've got. I took double initiative and decided to get things going by splitting up the chapters evenly between us. There were 7 in total, which meant that one of us was going to have to cover 3, while the others only had 2. I was nice and gave the 3 chapters to myself. Group project chivalry. Then I set up a Google Drive project so we could all work on it without needing to physically get together, and texted everyone again. I made a plan with them that Monday. Meet up on Friday to record our notes and slides so we'd have the weekend to edit the video for next Monday. I know, not as creative as I could get, but I wasn't about to go crazy overboard here. Okay, we've got a good plan. Not too much stress, a bit last minute, but it's all organized, so it's not that bad. I had a lot of work during the week, but I got my slides and notes done and was ready to film on Friday. But Thursday night, I get a text from Renisme. Hey, so I can't meet up with you guys tomorrow because I have something going on. Huh. I got that feeling, like this was the start of something really bad. The little snowball of horribleness that was about to start barreling down the hill of f*** you and crash right into my little cabin of composure. What? I mean, we planned this on Monday. You should have told us that it didn't work for you or something came up. What about meeting over the weekend? I have work from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. Before too much time passed, I updated Bloodrain on the situation. We came to the conclusion that we could just do audio recordings of our notes and edit them on top of the slides so Renisme could record on her own time. Alright, back on track. Bit of a bump there, but it's all good now. We've still got a solid plan. Back when we were still planning everything, we decided as a group to have Renisme edit the video, but I decided, yeah, no, I do not trust this girl. I'm gonna edit the whole video. I know, it's not balanced at all with the amount of work I had to do compared to the other girls. But you know what? It's fine. Whatever. It's better than worrying all weekend about if Renisme even knows how to upload a video to the internet. I get a text Friday morning from Bloodrain. I'm at the library. We're still meeting up, right? What? I asked her why, and she said, to record. Okay, we don't need to meet up for that, but I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she doesn't know how to record audio or something and she needs help. So I head over to the library with my microphone and we get a table in the corner. Alright, so just read off your notes into the mic and I'll put them in the video. And you know what this girl does? She starts reading the most horrendous notes I have ever heard in my entire being. This girl, this is what she did, right? When I made my slides in the project, I had terms, vocabulary, and key artists from the chapter. The notes look like this. A few main points and terms, and then a couple artists. The reason they looked so barren is because in my audio, I was going to explain them. This girl, Blood Rain, literally looked at my slides and said, alright, this is what I have to do. Wrote her notes exactly like my slides and thought she could just read them like that without any details or cognitive thought. Are you kidding? How did you even pass grade preschool? I just sat there in disbelief while the girl read the saddest excuse for notes in the most unenthusiastic monotone voice you could imagine. When she was done, she just
sort of like Aubrey Plaza on
like,
tranquilizers.
I'm done. Do you have any notes explaining what you talked about? No? Okay. Can you get some notes explaining all your terms and artists? Because for the video, we have to explain why you put them in the video, you know? Oh, okay. I got back to my dorm and had to take a breather. Okay, that was pretty bad, but it's fine. She'll fix them, send them to me, and I can get started on the video. No big deal. Things seem pretty crap, but I'm staying optimistic. It's fine. Okay, guys, so can you get me your audio by tonight or tomorrow so I'll have time to edit the video by Monday? Thanks. They both sent their audio to me past midnight on Saturday. Alright. So I've literally got one day to basically do this entire project now. I'm pretty ticked about this, but I'm too tired at this point to get angry. Like I said, I had a lot of work to do during the week, and I just don't have the energy left to exert being mad. I woke up at 8 the next morning and got to work. Okay, so first things first, I've got to edit all our audio together. I opened up all our clips and put them into the audio software. Remember how the video is supposed to be 3 to 4 minutes long? This was 16 minutes. What the frig? That's 400% over the limit. I'm laughing because it hurts. Their recordings went past the time limit just on their own without anything else. Oh, shoot! I guess I'll have to listen to this whole thing and see if I can somehow manage to edit it under the limit. I hit play and began listening to the recording, and I couldn't believe what was playing back to me. This is how much I didn't know the girls in my group. I hadn't even heard their voices before this project. The first part was Renesmee's, and she had the thickest, almost undecipherable Asian accent I have ever come across. I really don't mean to be rude or disrespectful or any of that. It's freaking hard to learn a second language. Massive props to whoever is bilingual. But come on. My roommate came in and I played her the recording, and her facial expression morphed into a, I am both in disbelief and extremely sorry for you. At one part, Blood Rain literally recorded herself on her phone in a car. Wow, look at this great audio.
What are you doing?
Oh, just recording audio for my final project, nothing much. I ended up spending 2.5 hours just cutting all our audio down. I think it still ended up being like 5 or 6 seconds over, but I couldn't do anything else about it. And
At that point, who gives a
crap?
crap?
The video portion started. So, sparing you all the painful details of how I literally spent the entire day working on the dumb project by myself. No, you know what? Not even by myself. My team was literally tripping me up, making me end up doing more work than if I just did it completely on my own. And you know how I kept saying that I was really busy during the week with other things? Yeah, I meant busy as in every single day leading up to that Friday, I had a major final exam for a different class to do. You guys suck. Just as I started exporting the final project, one of my really good friends came by to see if I wanted to go get something to eat. He noticed how absolutely awful I looked. What happened? I'm dead. I spent what was left in the day with a few of my buddies. Then at 11:30 in the freaking PM, I get a text from none other than Renesmee. How's the video going? Wow, I'm glad you're so concerned with the video that you decided to check up on it 30 minutes before the turn-in time. I finished it after 8 hours of editing. Oh, cool. Not even a flippin' thank you. I really did the entire project free twats in the span of one day, but I guess a thank you is too much to ask for. My bad, sorry. You know, I'm not an angry person, pretty much the opposite, and I don't like confrontation. As absolutely pissed off as I was at these girls, I honestly didn't have any energy left to rant to them about how they were being literal dirt wipes. So you know what I did instead? I'm the one who's editing the video, right? I'm the one with complete control over what goes into the final project, right? It's a dog-eat-dog world out here, boys. Sometimes the sweetest types of revenge are best executed passive-aggressively after the storm without anyone looking or expecting it. Don't worry, I did end up emailing the professor about this whole thing. Actually, her response was kind of funny and way more dramatic than I expected. I still have it. Look, Jaiden, thank you for the report. Blah, blah, blah. This is rather serious. Do not contact them. You will not lose credit for your work once they get to the bottom of this, but it is likely they will. P.S. Well done on working hard and persisting in the face of difficulty. If you're curious, I think I ended up getting like an 83 on the project, which I'll take. I just wanted to pass. Like,
yeah.
Jesus Christ. I don't know what happened to the other girls or if they failed or not, but I don't care. So, that's that. So
I mean, at least the teacher followed up.
Holy crap, this was a long video to animate. Like, almost 9 freaking minutes. And girls, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, but I hope you failed.
I mean, yeah.
They're the ones who messed up. They didn't do their work on the project. And Jaiden got the ultimate revenge right there with pretty much just like audio here, audio there, audio mine, editing mine, image editing mine, blah, 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 mine, me. And that's it. Oh, gosh.
So, I know, like, she said that girl had, like, an Asian accent, and it was, like, Asian culture to basically, like, work yourself to death. But if you're in college, like...
I guess she's the exception to prove the rule.
And you're working a job that makes you work from 7 in the morning to 10 p.m.
On the weekends.
Yeah, like, even on the weekends.
No, even on the the weekends, that's like one of your prime times to get your schoolwork done.
Yeah, you're fucking up real bad.
Yeah. If you ask me, I don't think that girl actually had a job that required her to work from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m.
I think that was a lie.
No, I think it was a lie just so she could get out of doing any work, period. And
like, I mean, I had a part-time job, and I worked 2 to 3 days, like, for about 4 to 5 hours, and it was still, like, cutting heavily into, like, me being able to get shit done for college when I went, so...
Yeah, well, I remembered starting the channel and everything. I mean, and keep in mind, this is back when I had to, like, edit everything on the video. Like, I had to edit the audio separately, edit the video separately, sync them up later in post-production, get the YouTube video, sync it up to the audio and everything like that. And if I stop the video, I got to stop the video where it's at and then move it to it was like 3 to 4 different processes. I did that for about a solid like 6 to 8 months. And meanwhile, I was still working a full-time job at Sprint and then AT&T. And then it's just like, oh, gosh. And then as soon as it started making money off YouTube, it was just like, hey, I could do this full-time. And then I had to deal with my dad and mom's crap and just be like, you need to work a regular job because you don't know if this YouTube thing's going to take off. In which I'm like, okay. So I kept at it anyway. But thankfully... By that point, I'd figured out how to streamline a lot of like the editing all into one. Because right now, all of the editing that I have to do for the most part with the audio and the video and the YouTube video and its audio being included in here and everything is all in one go. Like I don't have to do anything else. And God, that makes things so much easier. And
the only bad thing about the way that we do it is the fact that we don't record our voices and the video's audio separately, so if there ends up being an echo or something, we can't really fix it.
Well, I've actually figured out how to do that. I've actually found out, like, putting a little bit of a noise gate on this will actually fix that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, if we ever
every now and again,
if we ever could get it to record, like, a dual audio track, then it might actually work out a little better.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, the video audio might still come through the mics, but like I was suggesting that one time, it's like the best possible setup we could have is if we all had headphones.
Yeah. And in which, that's a whole thing. I'd have to get a preamp and have it like back here and have like full extension cables for everybody.
Maybe one day when we have a bunch of extra money or something.
Yeah. Whenever we get to that point, we'll do that. But yeah. Micah, did you ever have when you were in college, did you ever have a group project that you just, like, you made you want to strangle somebody?
Not really. We had a group project. I mean, it was like, everybody knew it was stupid, and it was just more convenient for, like, me and one other person to just pretty much do everything. And, I mean, it wasn't like but it didn't seem unfair. It was just like, it's just easier if we just, like, breeze through this. Are you okay with that? And they're like, yeah. And, I mean... Because, I mean, it was a stupid fluff project anyway, like, and the professor was horrible. Like, I mean, there's really no point to these things.
Making the final for a class or group project is a bit sadistic, in my opinion, for a professor to do.
Yeah.
Especially in, like, a big class like that.
Finals should represent your own knowledge and what you've learned throughout the class, not a group effort to just summarize everything that's happened during the class, you know. Like, the point of finals is supposed to be, okay, so did you or did you not learn the material in this class? Like,
apparently not.
But, I don't know. I will shout out, though, I forgot her name because of my ADD, but it was kind of a group project. It was more of a partner project. I think other groups actually had 3 people, but I ended up just, like, we were, like, the 2 odd ones out. So I ended up with this girl in my level design class. No. This girl in my level design class at ETSU, like, we planned out everything ahead of time, how we were going to do it and stuff, and actually she did her half of the shit, and I did my half of the shit, and so we ended up, like, actually doing a kind of group project without, like, a bunch of bullshit and getting a really good grade on it. So shout out to her for being cool and helping to actually get that shit done.
Yeah, I remembered. I remember, like, that group project. After it was all said and done, I'm just like, I don't want to do that again. I don't want to, like, do all the work and just have someone else reap the benefit. That's like communism in a nutshell. You do all the work, someone else reaps the benefits, and said, glory to the workers of the world. Yeah, right, my ass. All right, well, again, this was a very fun video, and Jaiden, you have my sympathies, girl. I mean, no one deserves to have crappy partners for a project like that, and especially in college near finals. That's not good. So, yeah, if you all want to see more from Jaiden, I mean, there's a link to the original video in the description right down below. Feel free to check it out. And if you want to see more from us, I mean, we got that subscribe button right down there and the bell that you can ring to stay notified. And also leave a like on the video. It helps us out a whole lot. And I guess until next time, everybody, signing off, I'm Nate.
Micah.
I'm Nick.
And we will see you all in the next one, everybody. Peace out.